Welcome to Strictly Reality.
We're your hosts, Liz and Shev,
And every week we break down the biggest fights,
the soft launch romances,
the chaotic alliances,
the producer plans,
and all the moments that made you yell at your TV.
So grab your snacks, silence your notification, and get ready for another episode of
Strictly Reality.
Woo!
Oh my goodness, we're moving through season 12.
We are
this is
moving
crazy.
We are moving through, and guys, follow us, subscribe so you get the action as we break it down week by week. And Liz, you're right. It's like this episode started with Heavenly.
Yeah, I know. It's like all this stuff is reverting back to Heavenly, and she's not even like a full-time cast member, but it's like the show is starting to revolve around like her and her issues.
Yeah.
And then also Dr. Simone, she's definitely a big force in this
Yes.
season with her issues with Quad and with Dr. Heavenly.
Yeah, it definitely has. It seems like I don't know if they made the right choice not having Heavenly as a main cast. She's de facto a main cast member, honestly. She's taken on more than Angel and Brandy, I would say at this point. It's just been all the fights have involved Heavenly so
Absolutely.
far, right? She's like all
She's
of
like
them.
the antagonist and like the like everything is revolving around Dr. Heavenly. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's like from the arguments to the sobbing pleas for forgiveness that we saw towards the end of this episode, which was just like, my goodness, it's too much. She goes from aggression, which she calls Dr. Simone aggressive, but Dr. Hamley literally swings from aggression to just like this pious, like this voice of, please forgive me. I didn't, we're friends. And it's like, no, you don't treat your friends like this.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
she's a bad friend. If that's what she counts as friendship, but I feel like a couple episodes ago when Angel was talking about like the energy, like she was talking about, like make sure you come in here with good energy or whatever. She should
Uh-huh.
have talked to the whole group if that's the case. Don't just talk to Brandy because it just feels like the energy just keeps shifting back and forth between the group. Like each episode, each scene, there's like some sort of weird energy, or like once in a while they'll all be cool and the energy will be great and it'll be fun. And then it just changes. So I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's very
Those
sensitive. It's people.
foreshadowing.
Yes, the foreshadowing. It's like the energy is very people specific. If it's like if there's one additional plus or minus, it just completely changes the equation, which makes
Hmm.
sense with chemistry and science and all that. That does make sense.
It does.
But with you would think with like grown professional women, they'd be more able to balance it better. But emotions are a deadly thing. They're strong, right? And this group is like highly emotional and highly like sensitive to each other's critique and barbs that get thrown like left and right. So yeah.
Yeah.
Heavenly
Yeah.
comes back and it's back on and popping between Heavenly and Simone after a night of calm, right? Like the night before was
Yeah, she was
like
like, somebody
freaking out.
brought in the trash. She was like, somebody brought in, like, who brought this to us,
Simone, right?
Yeah,
Simone said
and
that.
Contessa didn't even know that Heavenly was going to come. But apparently Quad went back and had a conversation with Dr. Heavenly and told her everything that people were saying about her,
Hmm.
which you were talking about that. I think we were talking about that the last episode about
Yes.
how Quad was kind of shifting between both groups
Yes.
and how she was on one moment with the ladies and then off again.
Yeah.
And that just kind of lets you know that she drew that line in the sand and she's like, I'm going to call Dr. Heavenly and tell her every single thing that's going on here.
Yeah, I really made a note of that again this episode where it was just like further emphasized that Quad let her in on what was going on. And Quad had a confessional where she was like, yeah, Heavenly deserves to know what's being said about her. And I'm just like, whose friend? Oh my goodness, you're not being neutral. You're not Switzerland. You're not being neutral at
No,
all.
at all.
Like at all. Like you're taking in certain different interactions, she's taking a side for sure.
Yes, yes. And so is Dr. Mimi, and so is, I mean, honestly, D
Ugh,
Dr. Jackie too. But it's
yeah,
like more subtle with her because she
yeah.
tries to play both sides, but really she's Team Heavenly.
Yeah, but Dr. Simone did call her out, and we're like flushing like forward on the episode, but Dr. Simone did call out Dr. Jackie,
Hmm.
and said like you are never, what is it? You come in the ninth inning, like
Yeah,
maybe supporting me, but you're not in the moment when it counts on my side. So it's clear whose side you really are on, and that's Heavenly's.
exactly. Yeah. And Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone were friends before
I was
Dr.
just
Heavenly and so it's like one of those trio friendships where like two people become more close than the person who introduced them and the person who was their
mm-hmm.
original friend. And that hurts,
That
I feel
hurts.
like that would have to hurt from Dr. Simone's side. So seeing Dr. Jackie just like always caping for Dr. Heavenly, it's a lot because they were friends like a long time before.
A much longer time. I feel
Hmm.
like Dr. Simone is feeling maybe not this extreme, but like a variation of the emotion of when you see your best friend and you love your best friend and you find out that your best friend doesn't like you. The
Mm.
devastation of that, right?
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah, and I felt so much worse for her too because I'm like, you're already going through getting ganged up on at your home, right? Like your
Yeah.
sons, your husband, like you feel like they're not appreciating you. You feel like they're kind of teaming up against you. And then now you have your best friend who is now best friends with someone else, and then they're kind of teaming up against you too. And
Yeah.
I was like, dang, man, she just can't catch a break.
She
Like,
can't catch a break. She can't. But okay, let's go back to the beginning of the episode. And
hmm.
that is when we see the guys are like connecting with their kids now that the girls are on the girls trip, right?
Yes.
And
Hmm.
so we like see the contrast between, is it Dr. Eugene and his boys with Cecil and his boys.
Hmm.
And I thought it was an interesting contrast because like they didn't stay too much with Eugene, but it was very lighthearted
Yes.
conversation, right? A little
Yes.
bit of, bantering about Toya and, it was a little funny.
And they seem like they were having a great time. And it does seem like their family is full of like fun activities and they do a
Hmm.
lot of things together and
Yes.
stuff. And I thought that it was cool that he was with his sons in that element, especially because he worked so much. So he was talking to
Yes.
them about, oh, so what would happen? Are you guys okay with me being like gone so often and stuff?
Yeah.
And it's like to me, those are conversations that you have when you really love your kids and you want to see them happy and you want to make sure that they're okay. So I was like, okay, I'm glad that he's checking in with them.
Yeah, I was gonna use that same word, that same phrase, checking in. It's like it's healthy. So it's just because these kids they're baby humans or baby adults rather. Of course they're humans. They're baby adults. So it's like, yeah, you talk to them
Yeah.
like, like your peer at some points when it's appropriate, like here to check in on their feelings and see how they're doing. So you can like try to, and Eugene works a lot, he seems like someone that would try to pivot as much as possible to meet their needs as much as he can with the time he has. So it was
Hmm.
nice to see that he really cares. He really is like checked in with his family.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that that was cool. And just seeing them together in their element and then versus Cecil and his and the boys.
And you see, like, he is like he is checked in with his boys too, but then it was a more serious conversation, right?
Hmm.
It was like, okay, let's talk about your mom. And honestly, it felt like us against your mom, right?
Yeah, it's like
Because
they can't find that balance of like
no,
being on the same page as their mom, and Cecil is still like isolating himself from his wife in a way with the
yes,
kids.
yes. What stood out to me was when Cecil was talking about, you know, Simone and her concerns about spending thousands and thousands of additional thousands on the children, which would deplete what Simone wants to do in retirement. He didn't say it will deplete what we want to do in retirement. It was so much like what Simone wants to do. So he
Mhm.
really like cast this negative, like he doesn't back her up
Nope,
in
he
her
won't
face
do
or
it. He
behind
won't
her
do
back.
it.
He doesn't do it.
Yeah.
because he
But he
doesn't
doesn't have
agree.
to, and he doesn't have to, though. Nobody's going to hold him accountable. I think maybe if they had a daughter, I don't know, maybe
Mm,
that, but it's like the boys have seen him do this over and over again over the years, and they do it as well. So it's like
yeah.
they're all in the same boat.
It's tough. Simone has
Hmm.
it tough. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do about that. So they didn't seem to like come to any resolution about how to make Simone feel more, I guess, heard. They just went to lunch, and of course, lunch is on Cecil, which is really on Simone. So it's like
Yes.
nothing changes. Nothing changes.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, so I thought that that was interesting, because I'm like, okay, you're having the conversations with the boys, but are you guys actually getting anywhere when it comes to treating Simone better or actually hearing her perspective? I don't think that that moved the needle any.
I didn't get that as well. And it was just clear that it was interesting what Cecil noted that the problems that they have, Simone and Cecil, in their relationship, he's like, we vibe. Everything, we are like great. But when it comes to the subject of you boys,
Yeah.
that's where all the tension and the fighting, the
Hmm.
argument comes up, right? And the kids knew it. They're like, yeah, we're probably like 85% of the issue where you guys clash. And they fully recognize that, which I thought was interesting, which I think also means that there's a lot of like arguments going on in front of the kids probably,
Yeah.
but nothing's changed. And it seems like this has been a long standing issue.
To, yeah, and to me, it kind of seemed like they were taking that as a joke.
It was a joke. It
Yeah.
seemed like a joke. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we're the cause of your issues. We don't care, like
Yeah. Like we're your kids, figure it out, you know?
exactly.
And Cecil does not make it any better because, hey, let's go to lunch. Lunch is on me. So, yeah, we're good.
That's crazy. And then another contrast is Dr. Mimi's husband.
Hmm.
I can't remember his name right now, but he was having a moment with his children where he has his son and his
Yes.
daughter and everything, and he's kind of feeling a little overwhelmed because you could tell that he's like, they need that partnership, which is why like they're dependent on each other to help each other with the kids, which I like that because it's like at least they're both partnered and taking care of their children, especially the special needs child that they have.
Hmm.
So I thought that that was interesting and that was a good scene because it showed that like they need each other.
Yeah, no, it's like it's good to see the dads being involved in their kids'
Hmm.
lives. Yeah. So like once like the producers they pan away from like these conversations with dad centric conversations to like back in the house in Miramar Beach,
Hmm.
Florida, with the girls, and Heavenly of course has reappeared and now it's time for dinner and it's just like oh my God.
Yeah, people were so like uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but especially Dr. Simone. I felt so
Yeah.
bad for her because like she's not even looking at people, but then you see Heavenly kind of looking at her, and she's
Yeah.
not really looking at
She's
Heavenly.
not trying to engage at all. And then at dinner, like everyone's like congregating for dinner. And Dr. Contessa, who did an amazing, I know we talked about
He
this last
did.
episode, an amazing job with
Hmm.
getting this hosting these ladies, really. 'Cause we've seen on another show that we've been watching, Housewives of Potomac, where a hosting situation has just gone awry.
Disaster.
Sorry, Angel Massey. But here, Contessa is doing her thing. She has like a renowned local chef making dinner for the ladies, but you can also see like there's tension and Contessa just says like, "Let me start it off. Hey, Heavenly Simone, what's going on?"
Yeah, and then when Toya was just like, "All right, let's have a word of prayer," so, and somebody says, "Oh, Dr. Simone, can you say prayer?" And she was like, "No."
Just like absolutely. She just no.
She
It
was
was a
like,
solid no. That was the
"Yes."
sentence. No was the sentence. Full stop.
Hmm.
Don't
Yep.
call on me. I don't even want to be here for real.
That was wild because
No.
I was like, oh wow, you could tell that she's super upset because usually people don't decline those requests.
Yes.
But I was just like, yeah, no, you guys have pushed her too far.
She keeps it real, man. Like Dr. Simone, she keeps it real. Like she's like, there's a point where she's just not gonna go out of her comfort zone. She's already out of it, and she's just like, I'm not gonna continue like playing this game with you guys and pretending as though everything is well when I'm literally sitting opposite next to the person who's trying to disparage my career, my life, talking about how I'm aggressive, intentionally trying to like make harm to me. I'm not gonna play around with it. So
Yeah, yeah. And I understand her position, as Brandy was saying, like that's a big deal in their profession. They have to
it
have a
is.
certain code of conduct, and the way that Dr. Heavenly is making it seem, it's like, oh, she really pushed me. Now we all saw the video. Like
What's your take? We want to get everyone's take on this. Like, if you guys think that Dr. Heavenly was pushed, Dr. Simone like aggressively like grabbed her arm and threw her across the room, screaming expletives, please let us know in the
yeah.
comments. But what was your thoughts? What are your thoughts,
The
Liz?
cameras don't lie. I
They
mean,
don't lie.
they showed, okay, so Dr. Simone was standing there about to take a photo. Dr. Heavenly put her arm around Dr. Simone to take a photo with her in the group. I believe, I don't know who the third person was. I forgot who that third
I
person
don't remember
was.
the third person either. You're right.
Yeah, no, but it
I
was
don't
somebody from the
remember.
cast. It was somebody from the cast, and they were all
Hmm.
going to take a group photo. And then Dr. Simone was just like, "No, get your hands off me."
Right.
And then she kind of like just like brushed her off, but to the point where it wasn't, to me, it wasn't that aggressive. It was just like, I don't want to take a photo with you, and please get your arm from around me. Like she had
Exactly.
her arm around her. So if you don't want to be around someone, and she's in the middle, so it's not like she's at the end and can just slide
Hmm.
off on the side. Like she's in the middle. She needs to remove herself from the situation, and she needs to get
Hmm.
Heavenly from off of her. I did not think that that was a push. What
Heavenly
did
is
you think,
definitely,
Chef?
oh, Heavenly is digging deep here. Like she is just shoveling it. And I think it's because she's deflecting from maybe embarrassment. Maybe, later on she's crying about, her child and that, she doesn't know where he is and she's going through a lot of hurt too. But let's isolate this entire, let's just pinpoint it down to like that
Yeah.
moment.
hmm
She has no like bearing to say that Simone shoved her. She was touching Simone. She had her arm over Simone's shoulder. That's Heavenly. And Simone was offended by Heavenly's behavior yet again, dragging her name, right? Going in about how her husband, is questionable. Her husband doesn't have a job, but Dr. Heavenly is like, oh, but my husband's a doctor, so you don't want to go there. Like, why are we here?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. She's, to me, Dr. Heavenly was more like, if we're going to use that word, aggressive than Dr. Simone in that
Exactly.
moment. Like, Dr. Simone is loud. She yells, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But Dr. Heavenly is just like she's triggering. Like she was following, like
Mm-hmm.
she's following Dr. Simone around, like talking about her husband and talking just I don't know. It's just like fighting words that she uses with people. And it's like she expects them to just not do anything. Like even when she pokes the bear. Like when she did the same thing to Contessa the last season when she was talking to
Mm-hmm.
her about, your mama and stuff like that.
Oh
Like
my
she
goodness.
does things to poke the bear and then she acts like people are aggressive. And she did the same thing with Contessa. She was like, oh, she is being aggressive. Like, I feel unsafe, here. Like she was like, oh, security, security, and stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
goodness.
It's like, ma'am, you're doing the same thing. Like you're provoking people.
Yeah, it's so funny that Contessa didn't call that out because Contessa probably has just like decided to forgive that entire situation and move on from it. It was so negative, right? Dr. Heavenly like was like bringing up her dead mother who unfortunately passed. It's like so distasteful and beyond the pale. But you can see Contessa definitely, she's done with that.
Yeah.
So she didn't even like, resurrect that argument, that issue. But so far. But I don't understand where Heavenly's coming with it. I think she was embarrassed. It must have been embarrassment of how Simone kind of well, I would say like she flung her hand away,
hmm
right? Like from
Yeah,
off
yeah,
of
she was
her.
embarrassed. She was embarrassed. I agree
I
with
think
that.
that's what it is, which caused her to, and now she's spinning this tale that does not make sense. And to Dr. Simone's point, run the tape.
hmm
Run the tape.
Let's
Like
run it.
that's
Cause she
my
also
proof.
said, get, get your, and then she's like started cussing and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Dr. Simone never cussed at her.
No, she didn't.
Like
And
she
if
may
she
have
did,
later on in the conversation, but at that moment she said, "Get your hands off me." That's what she
right.
said.
Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. And if she did, it wasn't to the extent that Dr. Heavenly is portraying it as like this violent event where she just like explodes and like shrapnel hits Heavenly, right? No, that did not
Mm-hmm.
happen. So like I don't blame Dr. Simone for getting up from the table, the dinner table, once like Heavenly starts spewing this story of lies. I understand. I think Dr. Simone was overcome. And even though it's like, it's always better to stay because then at least you can respond. Um, you could tell she got really overwhelmed.
Yeah. I think any person would though in that situation because also Dr. Heavenly has the ability to like garner support and like care from the group
Yes.
that is not really deserved in my opinion
Yes.
sometimes. Like it's like she's talking and everybody's just like let her speak, let her speak, let her finish and
I was
stuff.
like,
But she's
what?
spewing like
Lies.
lies, and it's
Lies.
like so you're just going to sit there and let
Following you
somebody
and
that not want to defend yourself.
it's weird. She does get this deference from the group. I don't know. Like that's why I really, and I've said it a few times, like maybe she has this really bomb personality, especially off camera, where she connects with these ladies individually, and so it just like generates goodwill. That's
She's
not deserved.
she's kind of adorable though.
How she's adorable, you said?
A little bit like okay, so this is a little fast forward, but we'll come back, this is a point.
Yeah,
But
tell me.
Simone, when she was at the pool apologizing to Dr. Simone, right? She
Mm-hmm.
put on that
Mm-hmm.
same voice that she puts on for her Daddy Damon, right? Like she's like, I just want to tell you I'm so sorry, like I
I
didn't mean to do that. I'm your friend. And I would
Mm-hmm.
never, it's like people that have the ability to turn it on and turn it off like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of like unnerving in a way because she's kind of adorable when she does stuff like that because she's like looking at
Mm-hmm.
her and stuff. She's just like, I'm so sorry, and stuff. And it's like you feel sorry for her in that moment. I think
Yeah.
Dr. Simone actually was like, kind of feeling sorry for her in that
Yeah.
moment, but then she was like, nah, let me remember what this person has done and
Yeah.
not give her a pass again. Because that's the last episode, Dr. Simone was like, man, I could kick myself for trusting Heavenly again, but why do people
Mm-hmm.
keep trusting her? It's like she has like this thing, this way about her that will get people back on her
Mm-hmm.
side, although she does some very heinous things to people and
Yeah.
talks trash about people.
And doesn't deserve their forgiveness, really. People have I don't know how she recovers and like just so many times. It's like every scene she falls, I'm sorry, every episode is like a face plant, but then she recovers. She really does. So, okay, they leave the dinner table. I don't know if dinner finished prematurely, but they left the dinner table. And then now, like okay, okay. A lot of people are congregating around Simone, right? Trying to
Hmm.
get Simone to like understand, where Heavenly is coming from, and that Dr. Jackie seemed to be advocating to Simone for Heavenly in that moment, right?
Yeah,
And
to
it's like
forgive her
again,
and like,
oh my
and try to understand where she's coming from or whatever. But while they were still at the table, I noticed that Dr. Mimi took a little dig at Toya.
really?
Like she started to, it was like something that Toya had said, and then she responded, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but to me that was kind of like the catalyst of the night where Dr. Mimi and Toya were kind of, I could tell that Dr. Mimi does not like Toya that much.
No, I agree with you. And I think what it was, not like word for word, but she pretty much told Toya to stop talking, like
Okay.
not to intervene in the conversation, like let Heavenly say what Heavenly is saying. Because at one
Mm-hmm.
point, Dr. Simone was just sitting there and absorbing it. And Toya seems to be on Dr. Simone's side, but Toya's on Toya's side. So like we see later on that Toya is actually advocating for herself and like the issue that she has with Dr. Heavenly. More it's like okay,
Yeah.
let's stay on topic here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's stay on topic. So like I think so fast forward back to when the ladies are sitting on the couch talking to Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie is yet again being Dr. Heavenly's friend. advocating for her friend, Dr. Heavenly, by requesting Dr. Simone, who she's known like way longer, as you've mentioned, to extend the branch of eternal forgiveness.
It's crazy to me.
It's
I don't
insane.
understand it. I was like, and then they all end up congregating outside to Dr. Heavenly.
Oh my God.
Literally, because Dr. Simone's like, no, I
Not
can't.
having
Like,
it.
you
Not
guys
having
aren't
it.
holding her accountable. Nobody's holding her accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can't even push forward with this because you guys are on the wrong side here. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
not going to work. So Dr. Simone just like, I'm over
Not
it. Like,
having it. Not
it's
having
not
it.
going to happen. And so Dr. Heavenly's outside, and I think Toya told somebody to get Dr. Jackie and so that she could come
Mm-hmm.
out and talk to Dr. Heavenly or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's the conversation I thought was so weird because I'm like, you guys aren't holding her accountable. Dr. Jackie was like, you're going through a breakthrough right now. This is a transformative breakthrough, and and she's like giving her a pep talk,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, this is not deserved. Like, she deserves to be held accountable. I just I get that she's going through a lot. Dr. Jackie is like trying to tell her what she's going through and stuff, bringing up the fact that her son is missing. She hasn't seen her son and everything. And then Dr. Heavenly breaks down. To me, I mean, I hate to say it, but that was a bit performative, in my opinion.
Really?
In my
As
opinion.
in Dr. Jackie, or because Dr. Jackie was Dr. I think that both of them were on theater on Broadway. But
Yes,
who did you find more performative? Like when you made that statement, was it Dr. Jackie or Dr. Heavenly?
Dr. Heavenly.
Mm,
I just don't her I think that she is has the ability to make people feel her, like feel where she's
mm,
at and like empathize with her. And she uses that to her advantage, but then she cuts people like a knife, like right afterwards.
deep. She cuts deep.
Yeah. So I don't know,
So I think it's clear that Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly, like, yes, they have a relation outside of this, the relationship, like a pretty good relationship off camera, and they have off camera conversations. And it seems like from the flash forward that if there's anyone Heavenly confides in, it's Dr. Jackie.
man.
Because there was a
Absolutely.
flash forward where, they made there was some like alluding that, Dr. Jackie knows more about whatever's going on in Dr. Heavenly's life than she is, bringing to the platform. Um, so I felt like it just seemed like this was in connection to something that is going on, right? Dr. Jackie saying, you're having a breakthrough, you're going through something like this. This is an ongoing conversation about something that we don't know. Maybe she is going through a breakthrough, but it still doesn't excuse bad behavior. It really
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't.
she could be going through a breakthrough, but bringing it up at a time where she's supposed to be reconciling with Dr. Simone and admitting to her wrongdoing and
Yeah,
admitting that she lied and stuff like that. It's
yeah.
like, to me, that's a bit of a deflection.
Is this when the crocodile tears started?
Yes.
My goodness, it's like, yeah, she started crying about her son, and she started crying about she's hurt as well. And Dr. Jackie's like, well, you need to be, I guess, the bigger person, or, I don't know what she was trying to tell her, but
Yeah,
to
but
go and
yeah.
apologize.
I'm like, even the way that it was framed, it still wasn't framed as you did anything wrong. It's just
No,
you need to go and fix the problem because just to keep the peace.
right.
It
But then,
wasn't like I didn't get the accountability from any of them towards her.
no, I didn't either. Did you catch how meek Dr. Hemley becomes towards Dr. Jackie?
Put on that Dr. Damon voice, Daddy Damon voice.
It
She has
made
like
It made an appearance. That voice made an appearance like several times this episode. My goodness.
mm-hmm,
That very
mm-hmm.
like meek, small little like bunny, like I can hurt a fly, I can kill a fly, and it's like, lady, you
And then in the
are
next scene, she's like
vicious.
piping up, calling the ladies all sorts of names, and just
She can't help herself.
yeah. That's
She
why I'm like,
really
I don't
can't.
know when it's fake from when it's real, but because I'm like, she just switches around so much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So like she agrees to apologize to Dr. Simone. but then there's like a what happened? I don't think she
So they're
apologized immediately.
yeah, and then they're supposed to have that pajama party. Like everybody's supposed to like change into pajamas and
Yes.
just like enjoy, the night or whatever. But I think only one person. I think Dr. Heavenly was the only person that changed into pajamas.
Yeah, I didn't really see anyone changing, but
Yeah.
kudos to Dr. Contessa with like kind of like deflating the bad energy
Yeah,
with the
she was like, "We're
balloon
playing
pop.
this party because that's the only way I could get you ladies like in the same space and like on the same
Yeah.
page or whatever." That was a good idea. I was nervous that that was going
Yes.
to escalate and something was going to pop off during that party. But I was like, "Okay, the ladies kept it cool, even though it was a bit shady,
I
but they still kept
know.
it cool."
They kept it cool, especially the first pop was Heavenly popping Simone's balloon, right? I
I
was
was
just
like,
like, oh,
"Ma'am, are you crazy?"
too soon, too soon.
Yes.
Like this is not even healed. This wound is gaping and bleeding. But Dr. Simone took it well. She
Yeah,
laughed.
she did.
She can like move on. I think she can. What's that word where you can like detach yourself from
Hmm.
like existing issues? You can like. I think she has good practice with that with her and Cecil, Dr. Simone and Cecil. Like she
Oh,
can like
yes,
disassociate
yes.
pretty well,
I agree.
right?
Yeah,
So I saw
that
her.
makes sense.
Right. I saw her disassociating in that party, pajama party, just like, you know what? I'm not gonna like, I'm just gonna put it aside for a minute and like be in the moment and have a good time.
Maybe that's
That's
why
how I
she
saw
drinks. I don't know. Cause I mean, they have brought that up, people have brought that up in prior seasons. Like you drink, like you'll have like a little wine or whatever, and then you'll soften up or you'll relax or something like that. So I'm
her.
just wondering, I don't know if that was the case in that situation, but you're right. She is used to detaching herself from negative moments, negative energy, and just kind of making the most out of it. Because she
Mm-hmm.
even talked to Dr. Jackie last episode and she was like, yeah, me and Cecil, we have a lot of fun together. We
Mm-hmm.
always have fun together. So how can you have so much fun with a person who you're beefing with, and who you
Mm-hmm.
have issues with? So yeah,
Yeah,
that's a quality right there.
it
I
is
don't
a
know if it's
quality.
good or bad, but it's a quality.
Yeah. Because you're right. In that same conversation is like she's talking about this lighthearted moments and fun they have. And but that's the same conversation where she's talking about divorce. So she has this polarity in her personality where she can like detach.
Hmm.
You can have a good time, detach, and then go back to like, the nitty gritty, but still like she can like remove herself emotionally, at least temporarily. So we saw her do that for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, heavenly. And like the game was fun. The game was shady, but it was really fun,
It
right?
was.
I wonder if Contessa came up with those cards herself or the producers or the ladies. I don't know.
Or Toya had a hand in it. I don't know. It just
Oh,
seemed like a
Toya was
game that Toya would set up.
Toya would be the perfect person to set to that
Hmm.
assignment.
Do you feel
So
like Angel is the best dressed?
you know something I found out about Angel?
What?
Okay, to answer your question, I prefer how Toya dresses. I wouldn't necessarily say Angel's the best dressed.
I agree. And if you saw, she had popped her own balloon for that one.
She
I was
did.
like, I don't think anybody in this group would have popped your balloon. Like, I don't know, maybe Quad,
Yeah.
but it's just
She
like,
gives
oh,
herself her
okay.
own flowers, so whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
mean Angel popped her own balloon?
Yes, when it was like, who's the best dressed or whatever, she popped her own balloon.
Oh
I was
my
like, you
God.
should have let everybody vote on that because I don't think they would have
No,
voted.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But going back to my point, so Angel, I recently learned was on Real House, on Basketball Wives.
I heard about that. I don't watch Basketball Wives, so I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
but
don't like. There was a stint where I did,
hmm.
um, like you made the earlier episodes,
Yes,
seasons
yes.
rather, but
Yeah.
nothing lately. And I didn't know she was on it, so I was like, oh wow, I had no idea she had previously been. I know that's VH1. This is Bravo, but I didn't know she had previously been on, TV. So that was
Yeah.
interesting to learn.
And that probably helped her with this, like
Hmm.
getting casted for this because she brings a different element as far as being a nurse practitioner,
Hmm.
having her line and everything, but she's able to showcase it because she has that background in reality TV. So,
Yes.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
But she's starting to get a little bit more airtime.
Yeah, she is, but she didn't have much of it this episode.
Yeah, she had a few moments, but
Yeah,
it was like mainly with the group.
with
She
the
kind of
group.
came at Toya too at the pool.
Okay, so at the pool, understandably, like Toya is like, she can, indulge in her drink. But like it's like everyone just had like it's like we mentioned this deference towards Heavenly, like let Heavenly speak. Let's set the stage for Heavenly to speak. Like, like and uninterrupted moments. Heavenly doesn't
Yes.
give that to anyone.
Nobody. And you saw even the night before, Dr. Contessa went around to each person's room and she was like, what's going to help with the energy? Like she was taking notes in her notebook
Oh my
to try to
God.
make sure like they could have a positive conversation and get some, get what they need to get accomplished at the pool and make sure that
Yes.
everybody was going to be on the same page. But still it locked into Heavenly. Like it's like you cannot get away from her. Like her energy is so strong within the group. And it's yeah, people just give deference to her.
And she
So
goes from that strong energy to meek and mild. And my question is, will the real Heavenly please stand up?
yes,
What's happening here?
yeah.
Like, who are you, Heavenly? Who,
There's
like,
a lot of different sides to her, and it's like we keep getting like it's a lot of different sides, and some of them don't even make sense together. Like if you
that's,
would see the different sides of her, you would not even think that that's the same person.
it doesn't make
Like
sense.
campaign Dr. Heavenly doesn't really make sense within the context of the all the other like Daddy Damon Heavenly, like how she treats the ladies in the group Heavenly, how she treats Dr. Simone specifically, it's like it doesn't it's just so many different sides. And then when she
What's,
talks about her children, that's a whole different side of her as well.
what would you say is your favorite side of Heavenly? The many sides of Heavenly.
The many sides of Heavenly. Oh my gosh.
She's,
I like when she's being a friend, like
yeah.
when she's actually being a friend, when she's actually having fun with people and stuff, but
Hmm.
it's so short-lived
Yeah.
because she always like something always triggers her or
Uh-huh.
something is always happening to where like that friendship Heavenly is just like it's just quickly shattered. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what happens, but what about you? What's your favorite side?
I wouldn't say like okay. So like my most in the side I'm most interested in is the Daddy Damon side. I wouldn't call it my most favorite because I don't find any of them favorites. I don't have a favorite. I just think she's just so much of an explosive figure. She has no self-regulation, it seems, like no
Mm-hmm.
mouth regulation, emotional regulation. There's like a lot of work needs to be done. But talking to her husband, I just don't know if it's fake. I don't know if it's real, the Daddy Damon bit. But like if it's real, it's a little bit bizarre. But I also am like, I just want to know. I just want to know if it's real or not. That's what I
Yeah, yeah. No, it's complex. I don't know, because on one hand, I think that I don't know if she's like gradually built up a realness to that interaction with Daddy Damon
yeah.
because she has figured out that that's the best way to communicate with him over the years.
Mm,
Maybe she's had other situations where she had brought on like the feisty side of Dr. Heavenly, and that just didn't land well with him. But she knows that she loves him. She knows that she wants to keep her family together and stuff like that. So she kind of just, you know, subdues that side when she's
yeah.
talking to him. Because I don't know if it's like she just becomes like a deer, like so meek and
Oh
and
my goodness.
it's just like what is going on here? Like this is not how you were acting 10 minutes ago. And then he sees her pipe up in front of people because
He's
whenever she goes off in front of like crowds or whatever or at events, he's there. He's right there.
mhm.
But yet when she goes home, it's just like oh, daddy. It's just like it's
It's
weird.
bizarre.
Very
It's bizarre. And then he'll make little comments like, I didn't like how you did that, buddy. And she'll be like,
weird.
and then and she'll be like, okay, daddy, okay. But it's like, I'm not gonna change my behavior, but I'll agree with you and we're gonna move on.
Yeah, and she has that kind of energy for Dr. Jackie too sometimes.
Yes, the same meek, mild Bambi in the woods, like I would
Hmm.
never like I don't want to disappoint you. I respect you. She has like a high she seems to put both her husband and Dr. Jackie on like this pedestal where she's not gonna necessarily go after them personally, but Fast forward to next episode, we do see a clip where she kind of throws Dr. Jackie under the bus, which is the first time I've ever seen her do that. She like, brings back something Dr. Jackie says. Dr.
Oh,
Jackie said to
yes.
her in like a personal conversation, it seemed. So
Yes.
I've never seen her throw Dr. Jackie before, so this will be new. I'm looking forward to that episode, next episode.
Yeah. And you know what? I bet you Dr. Jackie said it. I mean, basically, when she said something about she was difficult to work with, or Toya was difficult to work, something like
Yes,
that.
something
But,
like that.
I mean, they're best friends. So if they're
So
so close or whatever, if Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie are so close, they talk about all these personal things. I mean, that's not far-fetched for her to disclose that someone's difficult to work with.
do you think they're best friends?
I don't know because it's a weird dynamic. It's kind of like I think that they are very close. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, maybe best friends is not the right term because I think that I think that they are very, very close to where where Dr. Heavenly confides in her and tells her a
Hmm.
lot of like her personal business and stuff like that. But I don't know if she sees her more as like a big sister or like
Okay.
or like a confidant, like in a professional way, but like a psychologist. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what the
Mentor.
dynamic mentor maybe. Yeah, yeah,
I get
yeah.
that
But
vibe.
even with mentors, though, it's like
Yeah, you don't get
there's a
that.
limit. Like there's not like I don't know. It's just like she trusts her like family.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't know.
Who do you think Dr. Jackie is closer with? Dr. Simone or Dr. Heavenly?
At this point, Dr. Heavenly, just because
Yeah.
of the way that she takes up for her and everything. I think at one point it was Dr. Simone, which is unfortunate because I don't, their friendship has kind of been through ups and downs. And Heavenly has been at the center of a lot of their conflicts.
Oh my goodness.
So at this point, Dr. Simone may be just like, I'm over it, like I can't even trust this person because she has this allegiance to Dr. Heavenly that supersedes whatever we have had or cultivated over the years. So I don't know. What do you think?
I agree. Like I don't understand when this happened though. I don't know like when Dr. Heavily supplanted the affections that Dr. Jackie has for Dr. Simone. And I also don't think Dr. Jackie really had to choose, but she put herself in a position where she chose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that she could have like really excused herself from the, but then sometimes friends really do put you in the middle and make you and tell you to choose. And Dr. Simone did do that, and it's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough.
Yeah. It's very tough. Whatever side you are on in that friendship triangle, it's a tough
Yeah.
situation to be in.
When you have three friends, oh my gosh, three girls that are friends, it's bound to be
That
a
that's
I don't
happened to
know.
me a few times, so I understand.
Yes. It's bound to be a like a what do you call a tug of war?
Hmm.
Because usually there's like a common denominator fusing the other two typically.
Hmm.
And so that's tough. And Dr. Jackie is that common denominator between in this three this triangle.
Yeah, I mean, but for the show, I don't even know if they would really hang out like that. I
No.
think Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie would probably hang out still, but I don't
Hmm.
think Dr. Simone would be in the mix.
No, at all. At all. I think she would have like escorted herself out at this point
Yeah,
from Dr. Jackie for sure, and she does not like Dr. Heavenly for good reason.
yeah. Dr. Heavenly doesn't like her. I think she kind of sees her as a threat. Because it's like Dr. Simone had that relationship with Dr. Jackie. Dr. Heavenly is the one who kind of, I guess, took Dr. Jackie away from Dr. Simone. Like, if people want to be cynical about it. But I don't know. I feel like Dr. Heavenly doesn't like Dr. Simone because Simone was close to Jack. I don't know. I just feel like it's some weird jealousy dynamic in like a weird way. Just over the seasons watching it, I don't know how true that is. At this point, but I do feel like there's some sort of like, this is my friend. No, this is my friend. Like.
But aren't they the Golden Girls? Like Dr. Heavenly refers to them, the Golden Girls, like they went to Florida together and they had all this fun together and
Dr. Heavenly used to be best friends with Like she used to be good friends with Dr. Contessa.
Mm.
She used to be good
Yes.
friends with like, a lot of the ladies. So it's like once she's ready to flip, she's going to flip.
And she'll burn what she needs to burn. Yeah. Off of nothing, at least for what we can see. It's just kind of like, I have this ammo on you, and you caught me on the right day and on the right time. And
Hmm.
now I'm gonna just spread all your stuff for everyone to hear it. Oh my
Yep.
gosh. So yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So at the pool, like Heavenly starts talking about, her version of events, right? With this whole shove push dynamic. And Dr. Simone is not even giving her the time of day. She's like, "Do you mind if I write notes?" Like
Yeah,
she's
she's
just
playing
like
with her food.
playing
Yeah.
solitaire. Like she's just like, she's definitely listening because she wants to hear the accusations, but she's not necessarily engaging. You would think that Toya and Heavenly are going at it, right? Because Toya keeps interjecting, and I don't know if I like Dr. Mimi, how she's
Mm.
treating Toya. It's like, why are you watching Toya's intake, drink intake? Why are you like trying to correct behavior? Like, you're not her psychiatrist. You're supposed to be her friend. Why are you psychoanalyzing your friend? Or why are you trying to correct behavior to protect yours truly, Heavenly?
I don't think that they're friends. I really, at this point, I think that Dr. Mimi has made her assessment in her mind about who Toya is, and she's just like, I'm looking for confirmation bias at this point, like
Mm,
somebody has probably put a bug in her ear about certain things that Toya does. Like when she was like, "Oh, tequila Toya is different than vodka
from
Toya
wine.
is different from wine Toya," like it's like, I'm just wondering who put that bug in her ear.
Yeah.
And I think that it was probably Dr. Heavenly and Quad
Mm,
because they know her, they've known her over seasons and stuff. I know Dr. Mimi has been on, last season or whatever, but to me, her assessment of Toya is like it's not just because of what she's seen, like it's because of other people talking to her about who Toya is too, in my opinion. I just feel like she's gathering information and then she's looking for ways to confirm that.
yeah, it makes sense. And she just keeps on like interrupting. I think she's rude. I think Dr. Mimi is like being outwardly rude towards Toya. And like Toya's taking it on the chin for now. For now. But I
Oh,
just
she's going to go off eventually.
oh yeah,
It's
100%.
getting there. We're seeing like glimpses of what's to come
Yeah,
with
she's
her
she's
interactions. Yeah.
she's boiling a little bit. She's simmering. She's simmering. But but I don't know. Like Dr. Mimi feels like the she needs to clear the stage, right? For Toya, I mean for Dr. Heaven to speak, and she's talking to like Toya like she's her guardian, like, oh, like, no, 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 Toya, this is not how
Yeah.
we behave.
Like
No, no,
she's
no. Like, what?
that's what I'm like. She's in a way she's kind of acting like how she mothers her children or how she talks to her patients.
Yes.
And she probably uses that type of like communication mechanism with everybody that she deals with or has issues with or something like that because I'm just wondering. I was like, ooh, like it didn't come across well to me. I like Dr. Mimi
No.
usually, but I was like, this is coming across as very condescending and just unnecessary energy towards her. And you're not
Yes.
even a part of this conversation, really. This is between Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone. Like they're trying to have a breakthrough here. And Dr. Toy, I mean, and Toya, she brought up some points where Dr. Heavenly, has come at her marriage and, is talking about Dr. Eugene and everything. But she brought it up in response to Dr. Heavenly talking about like her interaction with the group and not specifically Dr. Simone.
Okay.
So I don't know. I didn't think that Toya was that wrong to bring that up at that time. Like, yeah, she is kind of taking the conversation out of
Hmm.
what it was intended to be, but we can like pivot back on that without like diminishing what she's saying,
That's a
how
good point.
Dr. Mimi was. I don't know. I just felt like Dr. Mimi was going overboard with that.
That's a good point. I took it a little differently. I did take it like Dr. Mimi, yes, is going overboard, and I agree with you there. Um, I took it with the Toya thing, like Toya can talk a little bit too much. Like you're being rude, Dr. Mimi, but at the same time, like Toya, yeah, like this. in this instance right here, right now, especially because with these ladies, conversations tend to just really go all over the place and you lose the starting point. It's like, just don't muddy the waters right now. Just like, let this play out. So it's like,
Hmm.
yeah. And Toya, I loved her hair. Her hairstyle was
Yeah, no, she
banging.
looked great. She
Oh
looked
my
great.
God. Her
Her
tresses,
swimsuit was gorgeous too.
T, everything T, everything T, 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 T. But she can keep quiet a little bit just to let the conversation happen. And when she didn't, when she caused a disruption, it's like now like Heavenly's like getting up and like leaving the conversation entirely,
So dramatic.
which is like kind of what that personality type wants to do. They want to avoid, deflect, remove, right? They don't want to take any accountability.
Yeah. And her removing herself from the conversation plays into her playing the victim,
Of course.
which is the whole episode she was like, it's like, you guys are bullying me, you guys
Of
aren't
course.
letting me speak, you guys aren't letting me like, say why I'm upset or whatever. You're jumping on me, so I'm just going to exit. And then it's like, no, no, Heavenly, come back, Heavenly, we
Exactly.
need you. Like, guys, let's
Exactly.
hear her out. Like, stop it. You're bullying her.
Exactly. Now she's the victim. Because at one point, when she was telling her victim story, that everyone was that Simone was like, attacking her and being aggressive towards her and even like maybe pushed her to the ground. Okay, not that extreme, but my goodness, you would think it was something, and when it was not, it was really the opposite of that. Um, like everyone was just completely silent, and it was just like a silence of slight disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
That was the signs I got. And also at the dinner table earlier that night when she was giving that same story, there was a silence of disbelief where she's like, didn't you see it going around? Like, didn't anyone, of course, everyone saw it happen in front of you. And everyone's like quiet because it's like,
That didn't
no,
happen.
we didn't see that. But no one comes out to like outwardly like discredit what she says. It's just like a silence. So, like, yeah, it's like it happened again at the pool. If Toya had just let that settle in, let it bake for a little bit, let it cook, that silence would have been everything, right? And someone probably would have said, I didn't see it that way. But instead, Toya diverts attention to her personal
Yeah.
gripe with Heavenly, which kind of like implodes the thing and it goes in a
Hmm.
completely different direction. And that's what it's just typical. That's what always happens.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was on Contessa to get the conversation back on track, not on Dr. Mimi. I think that Dr. Contessa had more leverage in that situation to be like, okay, we're still listening to what Dr. Heavenly is saying and stuff. And Toya, like, if you could reserve that for after we're done with this particular section. I just think that it was up to Dr. Contessa to change that dynamic. But Dr. Mimi inserting herself, that was like,
No,
girl, sit
no.
back. Sit back and just listen to the conversation, take
Yes.
it all in because you
Mhm.
don't know these ladies as well as you
No,
think that you
you
do.
don't.
Yeah, and Dr. Heavenly, soon as she finds out something on Dr. Mimi, you better watch out. You don't know what she'll do.
Exactly.
You don't know what she'll do, but she's sitting up there caping for Dr. Heavenly
I,
heavy.
she's her. That's a good one. Like her newest soldier. I don't understand it. I don't know when the recruitment was made, but she definitely signed the documents and she is on Dr. Helving's team.
That's what I'm saying. They're bringing her information. I feel like somebody is bringing Dr. Mimi information and she's just like sipping the tea and she's just like, okay, like this is my side. I'm
Yeah.
sticking with y'all because we talk, we gossip, we have, a key or whatever. Because even when they've had these scenes where they visit each other's homes and stuff, it's like Dr. Mimi is usually with Quad and Dr. Heavenly and Angel.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like they're trying to create that group and make it as solid as possible. And Dr. Mimi is doing what she can to stay in their good graces.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. It's we'll see how it develops as you and I, Liz, have watched, and we know at this point you have to be careful when it comes to Heavenly. She's like a puppy dog one day and a viper the next. So you just gotta look out for it. You just gotta
Yeah,
look out,
yeah.
right?
And then there's a scene after that, where Dr. Dr. Mimi, it seemed like Dr. Mimi and Toya were kind of going back and forth. And then
Mhm.
Dr. Heavenly kind of left that situation and goes over to Dr. Simone and interrupts her game of solitaire. Just like, can I talk to you? You know, she puts on that soft voice and she's just like,
Mhm.
what's going on here? Like, I would never do anything to hurt you. I'm
But you
so happy.
did.
I'm so sad that my actions hurt you, you know, whatever. And
But they
Dr. Simone's
have.
like, exactly.
You keep doing it. It's not new. Like, I'm sorry, I never intended, but you did. You did intend to hurt me. And you did intend, I don't know how she can like always walk it back and
Hmm.
like get this forgiveness by it's like, you know me, I never intended. But like you fully said it with all the confidence in the world. You said what you said and you
You
meant
stood
it.
on that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you meant it. When you were saying it, you meant it. And if you
Yes.
didn't mean it, you did a good job making us think you meant it.
And attempting to persuade other people to believe what you're saying. Like, that's insane when the lady did not cuss at her, the lady did not push her.
Nope.
Like, you are telling lies.
Like straight up lies. You're making up a story. You're making this up. And it's like, come reunion time, they're gonna play the tape and she's gonna say sorry. That's it.
Or
They're
she's
gonna
going to be like, I already apologized multiple times. What more can I do? I'm not going to be, so, we don't know how she's going to, because she has the ability to just spin things and try
Yes.
to act like she's the victim. So, I
Mhm.
don't know what energy she's going to bring to the reunion when they do play that tape back, but I'm interested to see it.
Yeah, and she's pretty successful with spinning, like recovering. She's like water off of a duck's back. It just slides off. She just no, like and then next season comes and she's best friends with these girls again. And it's like, hello, do we need to remind you guys what just happened? Not a year ago? Oh my gosh, it's too much.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like Dr. Simone is amenable to forgiving her. In that last scene that we saw, I didn't see it. Like Dr. Simone was also engaging in the conversation and speaking softly, but it was like the words were not soft, right?
Yeah, and I also saw a story that Dr. Simone had put on her Instagram, like
Hmm.
about Dr. Jackie always taking up for Dr. Heavenly. Like
Mm.
somebody, it was like a screenshot. Somebody had commented, like Dr. Heavenly is not being a real friend to Dr. Simone, because she's not taking up. And I saw that she screenshot and reposted that or whatever. So I was just like, huh. Okay, I'm just interested to see what type of energy is going to be at this reunion because
Hmm.
it's building up, and even next episode, it's going to build up some more.
It
And
is.
then when they go on that trip, that couples trip,
To Jamaica, we're gonna really see what's good. That's
yeah,
when we're gonna see a few subjects come and take a reappearance. Like the issue with Angel and Dr. Bernard, that is gonna take a.
yes,
Oh, I can't wait for that. I
I
want to
know
see Eugene's face. I really do. I do. I want to see Dr. Eugene's face.
that's about to be
Like
crazy.
if he says anything, and I don't believe he will. Because he typically doesn't like publicly reprimand Toya, but I want to see the moment. I'm looking forward for that to that scene.
Yes, yes. But Chef, what was your takeaway from this episode?
Okay, so my takeaway was believe people when they tell you who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like completely believe people when they tell you who you are. It's kind of hard with Heavenly. It's pretty difficult because as we mentioned, there are many sides of Heavenly. But when Heavenly has burned you, Dr. Simone, you don't really go back in that same situation divulging your personal like your life to someone that's hurt you in the past. I understand this is your coworker. Like at the end of the day, you need to have you need to categorize people. You have your acquaintances, you have your friends, you have your coworkers, your family members. You need to know where to categorize people and then move accordingly, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is Heavenly is your coworker. She is not your friend.
Say that again. Oh my gosh. At this point, she showed everybody that. Yes.
Move accordingly and
Mm-hmm.
stop getting hurt and emotional over somebody who don't even care about you like that. She don't. Because if she
Yep.
did, she wouldn't come out and like hit you with the claws. It wouldn't happen. Okay, so stop telling this woman your personal business, your personal life, just exposing the belly to her, your most sensitive side. Stop doing it because you need to put her in the right category and leave it there.
Yep.
She's your coworker and let it be.
At this point, they have to just believe that. They have to know that.
Yeah. What was your takeaway, Liz?
That's so good. Oh my gosh. This is like one of those situations where I feel like they should have done all this stuff at home. Like, don't bring drama like this on a trip. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, you guys are out on in just paradise, right?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are in such a beautiful location. You're having so many amazing experiences, the dolphins, like the beach, just the sun and everything. And you're choosing to spend so much time in like just like filth, just a lot of like
Mhm.
lies and bad energy and just like so much negativity. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like don't take issues on vacation.
I agree.
Just relax, like enjoy the
Yes.
moment. These issues, I believe, should have been hashed out before they went to Florida.
Agreed. It was not well timed. This trip was not well timed.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No, like you, like, and Contessa, you remember at Angel's event? Are you coming to the girls trip? Are you coming to the girls trip? Are you, girl? They're in all out war. It's a
Yes.
war. It's a battlefield right now, and you're talking about vacation.
Yes, I'm like Contessa, like now is that the time? She did an amazing job
Oh,
planning. I'm so like pleased to see how she put everything together from the home to the food to the decor to like the games. That's all
A1,
amazing.
A1.
But to me, it's just like that negativity just takes away from from the whole experience.
Hmm.
So yeah, my takeaway would be like, don't bring negative energy on vacation. Like if you're about to go on vacation, just like relieve all of that, all of those issues and just experience the moment. Like this could have been something they could have handled at home, in my
I
opinion.
agreed. Totally
Mhm.
agree. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Well, I think this wraps up this episode of Strictly Reality. Guys,
Yes.
subscribe to catch other episodes, more episodes as we go through the season, and be the first to hear us break it down.
Exactly. And if you have a friend or someone that you like to watch reality TV with, make sure that you share and like the video as well. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode.
Absolutely. Come watch with us.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.